Alright guys, it's that time. Let's see who wins some free rifle motors. The way this video will work is, first I will do the giveaway and announce a winner. I'm not going to do any edits or cuts when I do this. That way you guys don't think that I'm like favoriting anybody. And then if you want to stick around, I'm going to give you my 2-week review as well as answer a bunch of questions that you guys have left for me concerning these motors. But before I get into this giveaway, I do want to give a huge shout out to RMRC. Not just for being an awesome company. I know a lot of you guys have told me horror stories about other companies trying to deal with returning bad items or warranties, stuff like that. RMRC has always been awesome with that. That's why I use them. Their customer support is awesome. I can email them and get a response very quickly with a great answer. They don't just blow me off. Also, how many companies out there put warranties on their frames? That's why I have 3 Hellbenders and 2, I had 1, but now 2 AUK 210s. I'm about to build a second one. That's going to be the next video. So if I ever break a main plate, you get a free one. I mean, how many companies do that? And then the biggest thing for me is just their support in this community. I mean, they are like really involved in this community. They help this community out so much. Those of you that have been subscribed to my channel, the old channel, I did a video where I just happened to be on one of those websites where people ask for donations, and there was like a little kid. I wish I remembered his name, but in the donations box, I happened to notice that RMRC donated. He only needed $500 more, and they gave him the $500 so he could go to Drone Nationals in Georgia. And they didn't do this for attention. Like, they didn't announce it. They didn't tell anybody they did this. I just happened to be on that website and noticed that they helped this kid financially so he could, enter this competition. And that just blew my mind. So yeah, long story short, RMRC, thank you so much for everything you do. Alright, so there will be 0 editing or cuts starting now. That way you guys don't think that I'm, fooling around or anything. So let's go to the random comment picker. Let's pull up that video.
I'll take the pretzels. Captain Cutter will have the peanuts. He's allergic to peanuts.
I want to play that game, actually. I don't play video games often, but that is one I want to try out. Alright, let's paste this here and load comments. And look at it go. This could take a minute. 995 comments. Wow, that's a lot. Alright, you ready? Elliot VBR, you are the winner of RMRC Rifle 2206 motors. Yay! So all you gotta do is just go to my channel. Actually, let me see if I can find you. And of course, I can't leave you a message. By the way, if you guys don't know, you have to go to your settings and set it up to where you can allow people to leave you messages. Okay, well, how about this? You message me. To do that, just go to my channel and let's view as a visitor. Click on About and send message. So contact me, Elliot, to get your free motors. And by the way, this motor giveaway was not sponsored like by me. I'm not giving these motors away, Ready-Made RC is giving these motors away. So that's another reason why I like these guys, because, like I said, they help the community. As far as questions that I have received, for those of you that are interested in purchasing some of these motors, I think the most common question I got was, because this has been, like, the lower part of the motor has been removed for better airflow, which is another question I get, so let me cover that one first. Does this cooling effect actually work? Yes. Matter of fact, if you go to my other channel, I'll leave a link to this video. I let one of my buddies fly this exact build right here, and he normally uses the Emax red bottoms. Those motors normally do run pretty cool, but these run even cooler. Not only that, but these produce a lot more power. His reaction was actually pretty funny. So, Mr. Steel number 2, what's your review for the Ready-Made RC Rifle 2206 motors?
They're sick like they caught the plague. Sick, nasty, crazy nasty. It's too much power.
Would you say they are underpowered, powered, or crazy?
Crazy overpowered. They're very efficient. They're a lot more efficient than you would think, being so ridiculous.
Now, back to what I was saying about protection. I really don't think anything can get damaged, because if you think about it, when you crash, it's going to hit the arm, or even if it hits here, it's going to hit the bell, but at no point is it going to hit where the normally the motor, there is a piece right there. So I really don't think you have anything to worry about. Even if you crash through a bunch of tree branches, these motor windings are wound really tight. So it's not like a cotton shirt. It's not going to unravel or anything like that. As far as people being concerned about like dirt and grass and other stuff getting inside of here, these motors are actually a hell of a lot cleaner than my other motors. And my theory is, with normal motors like this that have this part on the bottom, stuff gets in, but it doesn't come out. Like, I get dirt, grass. I mean, look, there's like mud inside of these motors. So regardless of what motor you have, grass, dirt, and whatever is going to get inside. But with this, it's actually harder to come out. Where these, they just kind of like blow the dirt and grass out by themselves. It just falls out the bottom. I mean, that's just my take on it. Motors are going to get dirty either way, except dirt and grass can come out easier. So if anything, I prefer this more. As far as power, my opinion on that has not changed. These things are ridiculously powerful. For efficiency, extremely efficient. Some guys have asked me if these are my favorite motors and if I will be trying out a bunch of different motors, like there are other top-of-the-line motors out there. So will I be giving them a shot? Like, people have asked me about the Mr. Steel motors. I've taken a look at the Mr. Steel motors. They cost more than these. I mean, which is normal. I'd say the top-of-the-line motors are going to run you about $25 a piece. That's an average price. But the Mr. Steel motors, I think they're wanting like $28 a piece. They don't have the hollow steel shaft. They have the solid aluminum shaft, and I can tell you from experience that bends easier. So you're going to go through more bells and be replacing more parts, replacing more motors. Not only that, but the Mr. Steel motors also have the C-clip that you have to remove to be able to change out your bearings, as opposed to these having the screw that it only takes like 3 seconds to get the screw out. With the C-clip, that is a major headache. So, I mean, in my opinion, I'm not saying they're bad motors, and I'm just using this one motor for example just because guys asked me about it, but in my personal opinion, the way I see it, why am I going to spend $28 a piece for a motor that has a solid aluminum shaft, which is worse than a hollow steel shaft, and also pay more money for C-clips versus paying less money for the bearing screw? That's just the way I see it. I'm sure they're, powerful and efficient and all that stuff, but it's like just those two things right there, automatic no for me. I'm not paying more money for less features. Also have a theory that Lumineer is pretty bad about this. I'm not trying to bash Lumineer or like get FPV.com or anything, but it's like they put names on certain products like the Charpu frame, the Schizo frame, the Mr. Steel motors, putting these famous FPV guys' names on these products, and then they charge you more money. Because I know, like the new Schizo frame, it's very identical to the AUK 210 frame, except it has a lot less features, and it's very basic. But they charge you more money than the AUK 210, where the AUK 210 has this awesome HD camera mount that works perfect with your GoPros or any type of HD camera. On this frame, you get an awesome FPV camera mount that works great, where on that one you just get like the basic HS 1177 style mounts. Pretty much everything else about it is basic. I mean, I'm not saying it's a bad frame. I'm just saying, long story short, Ready-Made RC, their products are great, and they don't charge you an arm and a leg. Like, they have very good value for the dollar parts. And if you've watched this channel, you know that's what I'm all about. Best value for the dollar. And just to wrap things up, and to answer that question, I've got there's actually 2 motors per box, so I got 6 more motors that I ordered, and I'm probably going to order more from other builds coming up here soon when I get some more money. But I've had many multi-rotors, many frames, many sets of motors. I never buy something twice unless I absolutely love it. That's why I've only had one of a bunch of different frames, only one of a certain kind of motor. But with that said, I have 3 Hellbender builds, and all 3 have Ready-Made RC Blue Series motors. I have this AUK 210, and I got another one that I'm building right now, also using the rifle motors on that one. So if that tells you anything, because I don't buy anything twice unless if I think it's the best, then that should tell you something. And no, I'm not using all this stuff because they gave it to me, because they didn't. The only thing I've ever received from them are these motors and this frame. This entire build that I'm about to do, and my 3 other Hellbenders and the 12 sets of motors that I have, were all purchased by me. And I don't buy stuff twice unless I absolutely love it. But that's going to do it, guys. So finally, I just want to thank you guys, the viewers, because I mean, you guys are awesome. I mean, the like to dislike ratio on this channel still blows my mind. I don't even know. I don't know how that's possible. You guys are awesome. So, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys again soon.